Hi, my name is Missy, and I am here to do one of the new readings that I've created. This one is called Taste the Rainbow Bitches, and this is going to look at the positives that are coming in for you. So this is going to be a general reading that is also timeless. So whenever you come across this reading, if it resonates for you, it is meant for you. But if the details do not fit, do not try to make them fit, as that will do more harm than good and is not my intention. So like I said, this reading, I don't know exactly how often I'm going to put it out. This is a new one where I plan on looking at what are the positives. That's all we're looking at, is simply the positive energies that are coming in. If you want to look at, any of the, like, I have a couple of other readings that I'm going to be putting out on my page. One is going to be Timeless Oracle Messages. We have The Bullshit and the Blessings, which is a weekly pick a card. We will have the Taste the Rainbow Bitches, which is going to be oracle messages that look at the positives that are coming in. So if you need a pick-me-up, these are the readings for you. Look at that. We got watermelon and cherry. Have fun with your inner child and live an extraordinary life. Two very bright, happy colors. Two of my favorite colors, actually. So we're off to a good start already. I also have another reading that I'm coming out with called What the Fuck, Satan? This one's going to be taking a look at all of the what the fuck that's going on in your life. So, if you've got chaos happening and you want to take a good deep look at it, those will be the readings for you. So with that said, I think I've already said that my name is Missy. These readings are general and timeless. I am not a doctor. I am not a lawyer. I am not an accountant. I am not a real estate agent. If you need advice in any of those areas, please consult a professional. You are an adult who is responsible for your own life. Please use that responsibility to your advantage and do not do something that I suggest in one of these videos simply because I'm on a video suggesting it. Let's see, I think that's about it for my disclaimers. I can't remember what else I was supposed to say, so we're going to get into the reading. Like I said, this is going to be a reading to look at what's all the good stuff, the happy rainbow, shooting out your butt, good stuff that's coming in. Just already shuffling the cards, I love the color combinations that have been coming through. Anyone who knows me knows that I actually love rainbow, not because of a whole political LGBTQ thing, but because I just love rainbow. There's just something about rainbow as a color, that just, I love it. So anyway, seeing all of these colors here already makes me feel happy. Look at that. Now we have indigo and blue. It's like summertime energy coming through. Look at rainbow and cyan, and I didn't even try to do that, but hey. There are some people that say that somehow we are subconsciously ordering that tarot readers, when you shuffle the cards, that you are subconsciously ordering the cards to get the cards that you really want to fall for you. Now, I don't know. I don't think that that's possible. I mean, I must have some serious sleight of hand to be ordering these cards right now by simply cutting them in half at random and shuffling, but okay. So yeah, let's see what the cards have to say. You got to question everything, right? At least I got to question everything. It's what makes me happy. All right. We have peach on the bottom of the deck. Inhale a breath of life. So again, this is like bringing summertime energy to me. So I don't know, maybe there's something, maybe you're on vacation or you're going to be going on vacation soon, probably within a month of seeing this reading, or if you're not, then you'll be relaxing or doing something, because that peach, especially the drink that was in the background of that imagery, just gave me feelings of like sitting on a porch in summertime, listening to the birds chirping with a very slight breeze, just, watching and enjoying the day. So far we have really good energy coming through. Oops. I feel like these want to come out. All right, so see, now we have green on the bottom of the deck, revitalize your nervous system. All of that greenery outside. So it could be maybe that this is, they're saying that this is really something that you need as well. So, sometimes we are the ones who can provide our own blessings. All right, so we have coral, violet, and silver. It's actually a very pretty combination. It says, create a balanced life, allow flow and synchronicity into your life, and be persistent. Yeah. It's actually very pretty together. I don't know about the green, but these three look good together. All right. So I just have to bring something up. I like to play with essential oils and things like that. And violet is a natural fixative. And so there's something, especially where it says here, create a balanced life. And then it says, allow flow and synchronicity into your life. And then you have be persistent, right? So, and it's interesting to me that I felt as if I needed to switch the order of the cards to put these two on either end. There's just something about a fixative, right? Like you need something to ground yourself, maybe. Something to help you last longer. Again, revitalize. Again, I can't get past this whole, there's a vacation, or you need a vacation. Because again, sometimes we provide our own joy, our own blessings, our own good stuff. Oh, let's see what crystals you need. So this is the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle by Judy Hall. And these cards here are, this is the Secret Language of Color cards by Ina Segal. Okay. My cat is trying to break in. I have the door shut, and her little paw is coming underneath the door, but she's actually a pretty good, cat burglar. And she's good at breaking into and out of rooms, so she'll probably find her way. That could also be somehow attached to you. I don't ever take anything in a reading for granted, so maybe you're feeling trapped in some way and you aren't sure how to get yourself out of it, how to get yourself this vacation that you need. Maybe you need to be more like my cat. This one wants to come out. We need one more. Actually, we're going to take two because this one wants to come out too. But this one needs to be over here. I feel like we need one more card to balance it out. I feel like it needs to be balanced here. You can't have two cards on one side, one card on the other. So we're going to get a second card. And if it doesn't want to fall on its own, I may just pull one on my own. I want just one, so we're going to put that back. Hold on. With all of this energy of revitalization, grounding, vacation, you need balance. And so we need to get that second card on the right-hand side. Let's do this. All right, so now we have Moldavite on the bottom. I don't read them in the reverse, but if you do, then you can, take note of that. However, Moldavite, in my opinion, Moldavite is a very healing stone. I know a lot of people see Moldavite as a contact stone, but in my opinion, Moldavite is a stone that is perfect for shadow work. Be ready to go deep when Moldavite comes in. So there's something about you're feeling trapped in some way. And I don't know how good this microphone, I don't think this microphone is good enough to pick up the, I have, where I live, I have grandfather clocks. And so right now, it's exactly 12 p.m. And so the clock just struck 12. So we have 12 gongs going on in the background as I'm talking about this healing or the need for healing with Moldavite, all of this feeling trapped energy, like you need to find a way to escape some sort of situation, or maybe just escape whatever it is for a vacation. So now we have Brandenburg amethyst and trigonic quartz on the right hand side. This feels very spiritual to me, which makes sense with Moldavite. I don't want to start a fire, so we're going to kind of be careful here. Boy, my cat is she is really trying hard to get into this room. So that could also be a message for someone where, maybe you're trying to get out of one space and into another. I apologize for that. I apologize for that. So I don't read reversals, and I don't know why these are all coming out in reversals, but I should say I don't read reversals unless they fall like that. So they fell in the reverse. You have over here the numbers 38 and 23, which break down to 11 and 5. And this over here feels very spiritual to me. Trigonic quartz came out in the reverse, but I turned it upright. So, and this is the number 5, which means that this is the change. I think maybe you're being resistant to some sort of change, because anything that happens on the right-hand side, this is what's coming in the immediate future. Anything that falls on the left side is going to be the recent past. So this is the energy you're leaving. You're probably leaving the energy of a soulmate, or maybe this was probably, with this tiger eye, whatever this, and so, okay, I don't really subscribe to the whole twin flame thing. I know a lot of people do. I'm not going to go into why I don't subscribe to it. That's, you know, my own personal views, and I'm not here to say if somebody else's views are right or wrong. I'm just here to read cards and tell you what the energy is, and you know, tell you what the advice is based on the cards that come out, and that's it. You have to make the decisions, and you know, you have to follow the beliefs and traditions of your own life, right? You have to make decisions that are correct for your own life. And by the way, remember when I just said that my cat would find her way in here somehow? I shit you not, she is sitting up here. She made her way in, and she's sitting up on the, I have this old microwave stand that doesn't have a microwave on it anymore. It has her food dish and everything, which I know she wanted in here for her food dish, but you have to understand this cat is known for coming in and out, in and out, in and out, which is the reason that she's so good at like being a cat burglar. She has learned how to open and close doors. It's kind of funny, but it's also kind of annoying. So anyway, she found her way in here somehow. I don't know if she had help or if she squeezed her way in or she opened the door or what. She found her way in somehow. So whatever this is going on, like I said, I don't take anything in any of my readings for granted. Whatever is going on, you're leaving some situation. When you have tiger eye in the reverse, you know, this is a yellow stone. So obviously this is a stone that is going to correspond to the solar plexus chakra, which is something where your will feels as if it's blocked. Maybe there's something you wanted to do where you weren't able to make decisions in some sort of soulmate situation, right? Whether it's twin flame or not, you can't get past the fact that they're twin here. So somebody out there thinks they're in a twin flame or was in a twin flame situation that is now breaking up. Maybe you've split apart, right? This is the energy that's leaving. And here's the thing, remember, this is a reading that's looking at what's all the good stuff that's coming in. So if this is the energy that's leaving, right, that's in your recent past, so you're leaving a situation that you thought was a twin flame or a soulmate or, you know, your forever after, but it wasn't, because you have something over here that you are resistant to that's actually very spiritual, because you have the Brandenburg amethyst, which actually breaks down to an 11. So if you are that person who, you know, believes in twin flames and you are going through a breakup and you're really heartbroken about it, you're resistant to your real person coming in over here. You're trying to block it, and you need to open your heart. Possibly this is why you need this vacation, this rest, this relaxation. God, I was trying to put this little thing back here to hold my cards up, and apparently it's not sturdy enough. So maybe that's maybe this is why you, like, maybe you're kind of resistant because you're worried about security. That could be, you know, something that's happening. Obviously, oh look, and then, so I'm not even lying about the healing, because now you got malachite. So moldavite, malachite, and azestulite. Geez, and then you can't deny that, I'm so sorry for this, but this, I'm not even going to say what it looks like. It's obvious what it looks like. Okay. With another healer. I'm sorry. With Quantum Quattro. Okay. Oh, and then look. Oh, I have one friend that would just so love this reading. I wonder if she'll actually find it. And if you do, you know who you are. Oh my God. Anyway, okay. So somehow this turned into a love reading when I had no clue. But this right here talks about azestulite is like very high vibrational crown chakra. It actually feels a little more etheric, maybe soul star chakra energy here. So it could be that you need this rest, relaxation, vacation so that you can, because I know with this twin flame theory, and I can't even believe I'm saying this, but this is the message coming through. Like I said, this is the message coming through, and I got to give it the way it's coming through. So, and if you don't know what this twin flame thing is about, I guess I better explain for those who don't know. So part of the twin flame theory is that there's telepathic communication that happens, right? And so that's what this azestulite feels like to me. And if you want to get to this point, if you really want to work with this energy here, you have to get through this energy here, right? So, and all of this is blocking what you're really looking for, which is this. I mean, it may not be for everybody, but, you know, metaphorically, that's what what you're looking for. I do have to say quantum quattro. So this is a stone that, it's a stone that it's for like people with severe trauma. So, you know, here I am, I know I'm kind of giggling and making little jokes, so on and so forth, but, and then you can't deny that you have this, the black tourmaline is a very protective stone, a very protective energy. Because of these striations, it carries the light along the striations, which carries the light along your chakra body, right? This is how it protects you. And so this is protecting you. It's very protective against whatever this severe trauma is here. And so, and then also you have the balance of the black and white with the two, you know, the black tourmaline and then the quartz over here on either side of this trauma. So there's, you know, obvious protection, self-protection attached to it, which is probably the reason you're so resistant over here. But if you truly do want to get to this stage here, you really have to allow the healing that comes through with moldavite and malachite. Now, I was pulling the crystal cards. I actually had my plan with this reading. I was going to pull some tarot, you know, and you know, obviously that's not going to happen now because we're already 22 minutes into the reading. And I wanted to get some charms too. So, you know, we're not pulling any tarot. And this is just one of the reasons that I love this stuff, because you can't make it up. I had a plan coming in and Spirit was like, yeah, right. Here's the message. I don't care what your plan is. So, and that could be like another message for you as well. Like you may be saying, I have this whole plan right here, like this, whoever this person is that you think is your soulmate or your twin flame. I have this whole thing planned out, but that's apparently not what's going to happen over here, because obviously you were resistant to it over here. I turned it in the upright because that's the advice. Maybe you should get yourself a piece of trigonic quartz, but I feel more like, you know, moldavite and malachite would be really good, because I feel like this is the foundation of it. This was what was on the bottom of the deck. This is the foundation of what needs to happen, because this is what you're trying to get to. What you really want is that higher level of communication and understanding with your person. And so you can't get to that if you don't go through the healing. So go through the healing. Also, you know, you can't get past, oh, look, there's more green on the bottom of this deck too. See, and then look. All of this healing, revitalize, take action, be spontaneous and have fun, connect to the divine. Look at it's matching up completely to, hold on. Well, I think that's what this is, and this is what that is. But, you know, discover your brilliance, right? Nurture yourself, which is quantum quattro, even though the colors are wrong, but seriously. And then you've even got the gold over here to correspond to the tiger eye here. Okay, so you know, and this is on the bottom of the deck. So this is the foundation of the matter, right? Like you're so focused on this over here when you should be focused on this here. All right, so I am going to pull some charms, but just to reiterate, if you want to, you know, use any crystals, if you have any of these, don't go out and buy crystals just because I suggest it. You know, don't spend your money. You know, you can still do the healing without the crystals. Anybody that tells you you have to have crystals or any tools for any of this healing, they're lying to you. They're just trying to get you to spend money. You don't ever have to spend money to heal. So anyway, and by the way, when I say that, when I say you don't have to spend money to heal, there are so many very helpful channels. Dr. Ramani is a good channel. Like, you can look for BetterHelp. BetterHelp.org, I think, is one of the websites that you can go to for mental health help. Almost all of these places, you can find just about all of these places on YouTube. There are many, many resources on YouTube that I found alone. I'm drawing a blank. I can't think of them right now, but that's what I mean when I say you don't have to spend money. You don't need to go out and buy crystals simply because I'm saying, hey, trigonic quartz, moldavite, and malachite will really help you with this. It's just, if you already have them, you carry them with you. Use them in meditation. They will be big help to you. So let's go ahead and pull some charms. So the way I read my charms, this is an astrological wheel, just like a blank wheel. We have the signs on this outer ring here, the corresponding planets, the modality, the element, and in the center we have the flower of life. Excuse me a minute. Okay, I apologize for that. So, anyway, I set the chart at Aries, and I read it just as I would a transit chart. So anything that falls in the center is going to be read for everyone who is watching this reading. Anything that falls in the outer ring is going to be read as transits or energy that is coming in, not right away. It would be, probably, I would say anything that happens right here in this wheel would be a week. In this green outer rim would be at least within a month, and anything further out would be several months to a year. So if anything lands in a specific sign, that's going to be a special message for that sign. Okay. So it's interesting to me. First, I want to point out that we have this hurricane, or it looks like a hurricane or a tornado in the very center. And then we have the two charms. One says you versus you, the other says me versus me. So I feel like and then we also have the elephant here. So this has to do with like memories, right? So I feel like what this is saying is it talks about, it's like the whirlwind of memories, right? One person is totally seeing it. One person is totally seeing it like they're blaming the other. I'm so sorry for saying it that way. I just, you have the elephant, elephants, they're known for having long memories, right? And then it's like one person saying you versus you, right? Like they're pointing the finger at the other person, and then the other person is going, yeah, me versus me. So take that however that resonates. This is, I think, general for everyone, so it applies to the entire reading. Now let's move on to Aries. So for Aries, you have the fish that is actually straddling both Aries and Pisces. So there's some sort of abundance that is coming in for Aries, either from a Pisces or with a Pisces, or it could be the Piscean energy that we have going on in the transits right now. We do have an abundance of it. So maybe, Aries is looking to create something, and it is made with love. And I say that because of this charm right here that actually says made with love, if it'll focus. Maybe not. Okay, well, forget that. Okay. So I think maybe whatever Aries is creating, they're creating it with love using this Piscean energy, or there's some sort of abundance coming in from a Pisces. Also, there's something about release and cleansing that has to do with a Taurus for Aries, okay? So, and that's because of the broom. So now we're going to move on to Taurus. Taurus, you have the broom, so you have something that needs to be released. And you have the star that is straddling both Taurus and Gemini. So this star has to do with like maybe recognition. Maybe you need to recognize, or maybe you need to recognize. Actually, this isn't. It's straddling the house between Taurus and Gemini, but it's actually sitting on the Mercury icon in this board. So I feel like this is saying you need to recognize the communication, like maybe, recognize the need for communication, because you have the bell here. Okay, so the bell, which is also straddling both houses, and the bell is sitting on top of air, earth, and the mutable space of this wheel. So mutable means that you are flexible, right? The bell talks about like news, or it's something that is getting your attention, right? So bells bring in like warning, they chime, but these are Christmas bells, so there's some sort of gift, right? So maybe you need to, I feel like for Taurus it's saying recognize the gift of communication, because of the star, the bells, also, or maybe recognize the gift of compromise in communication. Also, that, in fact, I do feel like that's what it is saying, because we do have the broom here. The broom talks about release, cleaning things up. So that's definitely, you're trying to fix a situation or whatever, so you need to communicate very clearly and compromise here. For Gemini, you have the arrow, and I feel like Sagittarius is actually going to be important for Gemini for whatever reason. Take that however this applies to this reading. For Cancer, you have the you versus you charm sitting in your sign. You also have the camel. So camels, and then you have the comb and the bird as well, but let's go to the camel first. So camels, camels are very, very resilient. And they're also very tall. So I feel like there's something, because you have this you versus you, the height of the camel, so you're able to see things from a higher perspective. It's sitting on top of the moon. Maybe you are very resilient in your emotions already. And so because you're very resilient, you're able to see things from a higher perspective, probably because you're very intuitive as well. You are a Cancer, which means you're ruled by the moon, and you do have the birds here, and it's straddling the sun portion of the Leo house. And the sun talks about clarity. Birds are about communication. So you could be very well psychic, right? So maybe you are psychically understanding what's happening in this situation. Because you are a Cancer, though, you're kind of being your own worst enemy. I feel like there's something that you're doing for appearances because of this comb straddling the house of Leo. But it's like there's this, right, over the next month to 2 months, there's going to be a need for you to be very compassionate and empathetic in whatever your situation is. Probably with others you will be. You also have the dolphins here in the green area, which tells me within a month there's something joyful, there's something coming in, maybe a friendship or a friend, something with a friend that's coming in that will make you feel joy. But you will need to have empathy in whatever this situation is, and whatever you're doing that's for show, like it's temporary, like I don't know, so the thing about these combs, like I know I've tried to use them in my hair many times, and that's the reason that I always kind of feel like these combs are not very sturdy, right? So like whatever you're trying to do that's for show, I feel like it's obvious, or it's like whenever I used these combs, my hair always fell out. So take that however that resonates. That's the feeling that I get. And I'm not exactly sure how to put that into words. It just feels very precarious, right? Like there's something for show. It feels very precarious and like my hair is getting ready to fall out. So, you know, and your intuition is kind of screaming at you the clarity of whatever the situation is. So now let's move on to, and my cat, as soon as I started saying that, my cat started like crying in the background at the other door because now she's trying to get out of the room, which I'm sure she'll be able to do. So interesting, that's something particular. So Cancer in particular, I think you're trying to get out of a situation that is at this point just for show. And you know, yeah, there's something that you're blocking. But anyway, so now Leo, there's wisdom coming in for Leo because we have the apple here. Wisdom to be had, definite wisdom to be coming in. So with Leo, again, you have this comb and then you have the bird. But the comb, the bird sitting on top of the sun, I feel like for you, Leo, it's going to be really important for you to take care with your appearance. Rather than this being messages for Leo, I feel like take care with your appearance. There's something about wisdom, knowledge, like somebody may be coming in to teach you something. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but there's somebody coming in to teach you something or help you or something, but you need to take care. You need to really like clean yourself up or something. Take care with your appearance. Okay, so Virgo, the only thing you have right here is the Winjo, the rune that talks about joy. That's literally, it looks like a P, like a capital P, but it stands for joy. So that's for Virgo. There's joy coming in, but it's within a month, not any, like not immediately. So within a month of when you see this. Libra, you have the moon sitting on top of the moon. You have a cross. You have the charm that says, be kind, be free, be true, be peace, be brave, be strong, be happy. It's interesting because these two moons together with this cross, it's like, I always look at this one moon because he's smiling. I always look at him as Good Night Moon. Like there's this children's story, Good Night Moon. And so it's interesting, we've got both of these. So there's something about like sleep, relaxation, putting something to bed, having faith, dreams. But this is all good. This is not negative energy, okay? Like maybe this, because it feels very comforting to me having these two moons, one sitting right on top of the other. And so it's something like, it feels like sitting, you know, with your kids, like, you know, I would tell my kids bedtime stories, you know, before they went to bed. This one, I wasn't really one that I remember my kids liking so much. But I feel like that's what it feels like Good Night Moon, like reading bedtime stories. And you also have the footprints right here straddling both Libra and Scorpio, and it's on the Pluto and Mars section of Scorpio. And so this is talking about action to like transform and heal, because that's what Pluto does. Pluto is like the phoenix rising from the ashes. It is, you know, endings, but it's also rebirth energy, like action that brings about rebirth. And so the footprints, or the feet prints here, I always see that as that poem, you know, where he says, you know, well, you know, I saw two footprints back there, but why in this section is there only one footprint? And that's where Jesus says, you know, that's when I carried you. So there's support coming in, but it also, this feels like children. And then you have this castle right here with Scorpio. So even though, you know, I didn't mean to move on to Scorpio yet, because it's attached with Libra and Scorpio, and then the castle sitting on the water section of Scorpio. Okay, so for Libra, I feel like this is saying like create your dream. With Pisces energy right now, like this is the perfect time to fantasize about what you want. like really, really. And when I say fantasize, I mean it. Like fantasize. If you are in meditation, take that moment to fantasize exactly what you would say and do if you were living the life that you wanted, doing the things that you wanted with the person that you wanted, right? Feel it like you were watching a movie. Let yourself, like, immerse yourself in it. And that goes for just those who are just Scorpio, as well as Libras who are you know, looking to manifest or create something. Also for Scorpio, within a month you have love coming in. Let's move on to Sagittarius. We have money coming in for Sagittarius. We have the $100 bill here. So if it may not be actual money, it could just be like abundance or a gift. But it is sitting, you know, within the actual wheel here. So this is, you know, within a couple of weeks at least. We also have the cross. This particular cross happens to have a star, or what I would call like a starburst or sunburst in the center. And so I always feel like this cross is like the heart opening, right? It's like that feeling of expansion when you know you've done the right thing and you feel your heart expand in your chest, or that feeling of like unconditional love where your heart expands in your chest. That's what this feels like to me for Sagittarius. So however that applies to you. And I do want to say for Sagittarius, remember, or for Gemini, remember, I felt like there was something with Sagittarius. So Gemini and Sagittarius, there could be, I don't know, maybe you meet or something. I don't know. Capricorn, we have the footprints for you in the, you know, outer ring, which is at least a month, maybe a little bit longer because it's on the outer edge. We also have the tree of life here. So there's something with family coming in for Capricorn within a month. We do have the, okay, so this is a leaf. So maybe this is changes coming in with family. So changes that will start within a couple of weeks here because of the leaf, but you'll see like the full changes coming in within a month. And then we also have the sun here that's straddling like where it says earth, but also the center. So I don't know if I brought that up in the general portion, but there's like, that's just, you know, joy and happiness, clarity as well. But that's for Capricorn. And then for Aquarius, we have, I will hold you in my heart until I hold you in heaven. So, you know, that's a special message for you. And Pisces, you have the I can charm that fell in the way outer ring. So, you know, there's something maybe you don't think that you can do, but you're gonna, you know, within at least a few months, you're gonna realize that you can. So don't you know, don't be so hard on yourself, or don't beat yourself up about it. Okay, so I hope that resonates. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, whatever you can to help me grow the channel, and I will see you next time.